Hello, everyone, and welcome to NGS Season 14. Um, it is I, Kalamansi, with Jotak as my co-caster.
Hello.
Today we are casting Div B West, our Div, yet again. Um, it is CM Breaking Meta versus TRSG, or Team Rainbow Strike Go. Let's see, CM got the coin. So they banned Towers and Spider. Towers of Doom and Tomb of the Spider Queen. And then TRSG banned Dragonshire and Alterac Pass. And CM decided to go to Braxis, everybody's favorite map. Right?
Yeah, except for CM. Who went to Praxis? TRSG must have, right?
No, CM.
Wait, so they're complaining about their own map pick.
Just one person.
Yeah, it must be in jest.
Or
I like
not.
Praxis.
I also like Braxis. I love a two-lane map.
Yeah. Now I don't know much about because I feel like Braxis is one of those maps that inspire very different drafts. And I don't know what either of these teams like to play on Braxis, but I remember the last time I saw CM play on Braxis, they did some probe May Maev stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Probius is one of CM's picks that is seen somewhat often for Probius in NGS. I would not be surprised to see it here.
And who's their probe player actually?
Let me check.
Is it Wipeouts?
I actually
I,
don't know.
I don't remember. In fact, I don't recognize right off the bat, but we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a May ban, or sorry, a Maev ban or a probe ban, just because.
Bright
Okay.
Wing.
This is more standard, I guess.
Mm-hmm. The globals.
Rag, yeah. Yeah, I know TRSG actually likes Rag,
Oh yeah,
and they like
that's
Rag on
right.
Braxis. They have a Ragnaros connoisseur.
Ragnaros Enjoyer.
Indeed.
Enthusiast.
It could just be a Joe ban. I guess they have first pick, so that would be not super necessary if they're wanting to take the Johanna.
Both teams play a good bit of
Junkrat.
Anduin. Junkrat's great on this map too, for
Okay,
long range and zoning.
I like that. So they're willing to just play into Clouded Mind's more specialty picks.
I see a lot of bruisers get banned against TRSG. Um, and here's the Falstad ban, so another global. I'm expecting to see a Johanna in one of these first few picks, or Blaze. Maybe
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Leoric as
surprised.
well. Pretty common to pick your
Johanna's.
offlaner first.
Mhm. Yep, they just take
Ooh.
the Maiev. Yeah, I mean that would also be a contested pick. But then they're of course giving up the Johanna if they want to take it.
And Anduin. Anduin is a preferred pick for both of these teams.
hmm
Diablo.
Diablo.
That is an early Diablo pick.
How do you feel about Diablo on Braxis?
I think there is a lot of very good opportunities for Diablo. I think that he might have a harder time holding a point early game compared to some other tanks, but it could work out with the right damage follow up.
Gala, and they just pick up the Joe and 2-3. Interesting. I feel like.
Malvale.
Oh wow, Malthael. I mean, that's. I don't think that's an offlane Malthael. First, because offlane Malthael isn't super good on Braxis. You want like.
Really?
It depends on the matchup, but it would be weird to like pick Malthael first unless you know that you're getting like a counter pick of some sort.
Hmm.
Um, and he gets beaten by a lot of normal bruisers. So I'd be surprised if we see a Malthael top, or at least be surprised if that's their like plan out the get go. In fact, we might even see like an Anna for boosted Malthael. I know that they do occasionally do stuff like that, TRSG.
Malthael in the 4-man is pretty strong even without the Ana. With
Yeah,
my Ev too, that's quite a bit of AoE damage, so I would like to see that in the 4-man.
I think it's super cool actually. I'm excied for TRSG's draft, and the
Dukov
Stukov ban makes
ban.
sense. I feel like with the Vala pick, Vala always just needs so much support, but
Mm-hmm.
could be good. I think definitely gonna want to see some kind of cleanse healer,
I think
whatever
we'll
the
see
healer is.
Rhaegar.
Could be variant.
Rhaegar's
So
one
that
of
must be
their
top.
highest healer picks, other than Brightwing.
Ah,
Morales!
wow.
Alright.
Morales doesn't have a cleanse, right?
No.
But that's obviously, well, presumably for Stim.
Mm-hmm.
Um, interesting.
I'm surprised Blaze has made it this far through the draft without being picked.
You think so? Blaze is definitely pretty good and has great wave clear. And then a Samuro.
These are
Wait,
some
what the heck?
interesting
These are
teams.
spicy drafts. I don't understand it. I
Alright.
mean, presumably then it's Varian and Diablo, like a C Smash variant with the Vala
Right.
for like a big front line. I mean, I actually kind of like it. I think the Kel'Thas pick is really weird because that means it's Malthael top. It means it's Malthael top, and they picked Samuro into Malthael. This is so strange.
I'm excited. I think TRSG has a ton of AoE potential, which is kind of bad for Morales because Morales is single target healing.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, and they've got a way to pressure the tanks with last strikes. I guess it's not so scary for Varian, who can just protect it after level 10, but interesting. I mean, what do you think's gonna happen with this draft?
I'm not
Where-
sure. I think I like TRSG's team fight a little better. But let me go ahead and introduce CM Breaking Meta. They've got Dankstrom on Diablo, Hoxanos on Vala, Skycake on Morales. Very is played by Believe, and then Wipeout is on Samuro.
And then for TRSG, we have Silver on Johanna, Salem on Maev, Panda on Malfurion, Robear on Kel'Thas, and Kingle on the Malthael.
Take a look at these level 1 talents. We've got Emerald Dreams for Malfurion. Very meta pick. W build for Vala. Maev going in for an engage on that back line.
Yep.
I kind of like this
I,
Malthael pick into the Samuro too.
well, that's the thing, is he picked the Malthael first, right?
Yeah,
So, which
yeah.
is why I was so confused. I mean, it makes sense, like wanting to pick Malthael as a counter and just stuff like this, but I don't think it's unwinnable for Samuro, but it's hard. Roots? Tebe doesn't quite catch on the Diablo.
Not a ton of damage this early in the game. But...
Oh, and Salem's getting really low when more auto attack does get him. Interesting. So far, Kingle doing alright in top lane. Unfortunately, the recall trick getting cancelled on accident, no doubt. So Samuro is still stuck with no health, which means they're going to have top cap for a while, though. We see a rotation onto Bruiser camp. So CM already slightly ahead on the macro.
both tanks anchoring bot lane. Both bruisers being taken. Started a little later by TRSG.
Yep. I mean, we could see a little bit of channel maybe if Malthael steps on the
I'm
point.
pretty concerned about Samuro against Malthael. I wonder if we'll see any different rotations come through. Look at the flip on Johanna into the towers. Pops trait, takes virtually no damage, but now there's no trait.
Well, I think once Samuro gets crushing blows, he can start trading okay. But then after level 10, if Malthael just takes the consume souls, it's over. Um, but
Maiev
it's
with a ton of
interesting.
resets. I saw the
Yeah.
Maiev pull into the root. It did miss one person, but I like the combo potential.
Yeah, and TRSG just immediately gets beacon, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say that in general they were winning bot lane, but it doesn't end up mattering. It's a big wave top lane, and Samuro cannot do anything to that wave. How do you feel about TRSG is clearing bot and then pushing bot?
I like it. I think they figured that a lot of people would get sent top to push that full Zerg wave, but they're not getting too much down here.
Yeah, they don't have great siege.
I mean, this is
Um,
a 2-minute Zerg wave.
it is a 2 minute Zerg. But I mean, it's still a Zerg wave, and they still
Yeah.
got quite a bit of Zerg too, so
Mm-hmm.
they're getting at least both
Oh
sets of
my
gold.
goodness! That's pretty much the only character that was able to go over the wall. Oh wow. That's a ton of CC onto the Diablo. They're holding pretty well though. They did get this whole wall.
Yeah, well, they don't actually have much damage at all in the 4-man to deal with that Diablo.
Ooh, the
Ooh,
Colossus
Kingle
smash
getting
onto
caught.
Malthael.
Kingle going back in on the Vala.
Oh
Ooh,
my
just misses the Q.
goodness.
Playing with fire a little bit.
I love it. We love to see it.
Hmm.
Saika, you think you voted for the wrong team? We'll see. Everything is winnable. Am I right? Like, you could lose a game having the opponent's core at 2%. LOL.
Bad memories.
Oh my god, Maiev!
Wow.
I did not think she would go in there.
Both teams trading their Hellbat camps. No more camps on the board. Kingle gonna be able to use it to get probably a little bit of structure damage.
Yeah. He's
Diablo
really
charge.
winning this wave clear battle.
Maya's in there. Tether onto the Morales, but no real follow-up. No. And it's W builds Vala.
That's
Interesting.
correct.
Yeah, look at this Hellbat's pushing top, though. A 20 armor reduction. Actually, that just shreds that fort. Wow, that's so much damage. And then Malthael's coming down for a 5v4 maybe here. Ooh.
Maiev goes in knowing that he's coming for this rotation. Pulls Morales into the root, followed
Yeah,
up by
Morales is
damage
just dead.
from KT.
Wow.
That's so tough.
Good pick.
Morales' only healing is pretty slow.
Yeah, it was a good tether.
Like, you don't think this is winnable? We'll see, we'll see. You gotta wait
Gravity
till
loves
level 10 at
misses.
least. Oh, Maiev goes in. Gets
Ooh,
C-smash!
gets caught by the
Very,
Diablo.
very low.
Not quite enough damage.
But auto attacks get blinded by Johanna.
Samuro is rotated down, but he's probably just not going to be able to participate in anything, and Malthael's going to just split top.
If they're able to get picks here, up numbers,
On the
it could be really good for them.
She probably has Iron Skin. Oh, Seed Smash on the
Maiev.
Maiev, she's just dead.
That was a useful Samurai rotation.
Yeah. Ends up getting something. I think this should be top 4 down, though.
Yeah. There's pretty much no way that Samurai could have
So,
defended it. Even if Samurai stayed top lane, I think.
it can be really difficult losing top 4 on this map. Like,
Yeah.
you just have... Your solo laner becomes sort of permanently glued there because of the cata pressure and the
We
other
get the back
solo
tap by
laner.
Silver, a combo into Robert from Diablo.
Huge
Wow,
condemn, and then
4-person condemn.
also tether, and that's just a dead Vala.
The cleanup
They're
on
not done yet.
Vala. Malthael chasing down this Morales.
And even, I don't even know if the variant is safe. They're going to keep going. Tether onto Diablo. Pull not quite enough. Doesn't pull over the wall. They're chasing. Ooh, the
root barely
roots.
misses. Oh, the last right. Oh my goodness.
Oh, but Kingle's going to get hit by
Oh
one more shot.
no.
Can they get the variant?
I don't
Blinded.
know. The
Only silver is chasing, but
flashlight damage got nerfed, boys.
and it turns out Diablo never actually died.
Oh, yeah. Just 10
Souls.
souls. Samura's gonna go ahead and grab this bruiser with Vala and Morales.
The Sinvade is a little risky. Malthael
They
is
have
not there.
10s
That's true, that's true.
for
They're gonna get 10
now.
soon, though.
Hmm.
It looks like they won't be able to get it in time, and they're not looking to contest. Diablo was
They
thinking
noticed
about
their
it.
team is just a little split, so they
Ooh,
had time for this.
they are really thinking about
Oh
it.
my goodness, the
Oh!
stun to prevent the engage is insane!
Just
And
throws down
Malthael is
keys too.
rotating now.
And they're getting Zerg while this is happening, so...
This top camp will be pushing, though. And so will this bot camp. Diablo going pretty deep, gets pulled by
Tethered.
Maiev under the tower.
Yeah,
That
no
is
support
very
at all.
unfortunate.
But they turn on the
Do they get the
Malthael, and he might be...
Malthael?
Yeah,
Okay,
one
so
for
there's a
one.
trade.
Maiev thinking about going in, and does. No tether, though. Oh, yeah, yes,
The
tether.
stem onto the Vala.
It looks like they're turning on
Varian's
to
kind
the
of in there.
Varian,
Gets
maybe.
silenced.
Emerald Dream.
Stemroom capping top. Looking to come bot to help support their team.
96% on the Zerg wave, so good cap by the Sam.
Yeah. Buy some time for the camp, too.
But Maiev is going to take that back, so... I think... Yeah, his silver just sits on it, and that's the full Zerg wave. Well played. Good map awareness by
Combo
Silver.
onto the Malfurion, getting lots of CC. Body blocked by Diablo.
Not quite
Can't
enough
quite
damage, and now the
finish.
Zerg is coming.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, the
Banelings.
big Warden
Oh,
Cage!
insane!
Oh my god, this is what I was talking about, but the big AoE damage. Like, KT just puts his circles there and they're dead.
Wow, that was awesome. Warden's Cage isn't even need a team because you're just setting up for the Banelings.
Rest in peace, Diablo.
And I mean, this doesn't necessarily end, but it totally could.
It might.
That's still like, yeah, 78% wave. Silver taking a little damage, but Keep is already dead. I would like to see them just push with it.
Yeah, I don't think they'll back off. Not with
Yeah.
this much of the wave left and up 13. P-smash.
Wow.
Gets pulled into the root.
Oh my god,
Silence.
huge silence.
They're
by
all
the
silent. Everybody's just getting super chunked by the Zerg.
Insane. And that's gotta be game one.
Yeah, I guess.
Close though, that's a dead Morales.
Mhm.
It's just gonna be so hard to get the Zerg off the core. But still 70%. Vala's doing her best. TRSG's getting a little low, Salem's dropping. The core is already down to 14%, and yeah, that's TRSG picking up game one.
That was quite fast. A 10-minute
That was very
game.
speedy. Happens on Braxis a lot.
Yeah, 2-lane maps be like that.
Mm-hmm. Ah, interesting. I mean, I don't know. I thought that Sam was doing fine, and then that last pick, Samuro, just felt so strange.
Yeah, it's so tough losing the offlane on this map. Because once you
Yeah,
lose the offlane, you lose priority rotation, you lose that fort, you're down levels. It's
yeah.
really important to win the offlane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or at the very least, like maybe recognizing when that your offlaner needs support, because rotating on Braxis is very important
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So
And like I like that Samuro tried to say, hey, look, if I give top, we can get something bought together. And they
yeah,
did. But it definitely looked like a draft difference here.
mm-hmm. But I was kind of curious though to see what their plans were going to be for that Vala hyper carry with their
Mhm.
because they were getting a lot of value from the C Smash, and
Yeah.
they never really got to utilize the stim. But
Mhm.
I think that overall their draft was not wasn't screaming that it was bad, and they were doing well bot lane. So
Yeah, it's tough playing Morales into like a dive character like Maev.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. Malfurion's Twilight Dream got some value.
Those were so good. I don't know how you do that as a healer. You have to be so vulnerable, but his frontline was great.
Interesting.
I hope we
So
see a game three.
I hope so too. What were the map bans again? It was Dragonshire,
Let me pull
um,
up the map screen.
Dragonshire, Alterac. Trying to remember.
Tomb of the Spider Queen and Towers of Doom. And then we've already
Terrace.
played Brax.
So
So
we still got.
potentially,
Sorry, go ahead.
Battlefield of Eternity, Cursed Hollow, Garden of Terror, Infernal Shrines, Sky Temple, or Volskaya. Quite a few picks left. I think there are more maps this season than last.
I wouldn't be surprised if TRSG is prioritizing maps that they can flex the Ragnaros if it doesn't get banned because
That's
they like
true.
the Rag macro. I love seeing Kingle on Malthael. Kingle's just he plays really well,
Yeah.
and he has got some interesting picks.
Good Malthael can be hard to deal with.
Hmm.
Just as he can end up like winning outnumbered fights. Like you saw in that top lane with Varian and Vala. That was pretty close. Looks like we're going to
Ah,
Infernal Shrines.
nice. Fan favorite. Do we know who picked this one?
We'll find out. This is a fan favorite. I feel like every game of cast, this map gets played.
It's just such a classic. I think if, in my mind, if I was like to say what are the two most iconic HOTS maps, I would say Infernal Shrines, Dragonshire. But
Mm. I like Curse Hollow a lot.
Curse
I
is
think
cool.
that's kind of iconic.
I think my favorite is Braxis.
I don't know if I have a favorite right now. Chat says Kingle and Silver, the best casters. All right, fine.
That's rough.
Put us in the game then. I want to
Yeah,
play.
we're gonna switch. We're playing this next one.
Okay, and they'll cast.
I mean, it's shrines. I would bet that Clouded Minds picked this one just because uh, I bet it's good for probe.
So if you lose the game, you pick it, right? The
Oh, is
next
that how it
one.
works?
I
Okay.
personally, I don't know. I feel like I should know this, but
I think if you lose, you can choose if you want to pick or map pick or
okay,
first pick.
okay. Well, it says their first pick in this lobby, so I'm assuming TRS, you pick the map. Let's do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I want to show you guys this chat because it's funny. Would you not say that you play everything?
I play everything Mimi. Actually, that's not true. I don't play Murky or Probe.
How do I turn off the cursor? I forget. It like I think when I up the game like updated it. Oh god.
I wouldn't know.
Oh god.
Just make it very, very small.
So tiny. Okay. Okay. That's not gonna bother anyone at all. It looks like a fly.
TRSG like to take their time in the draft. I can appreciate that.
It's a huddle. Huddle up.
Yeah, you got to use your time, figure out what you want to do, adjustments, team spirit, and all that.
They definitely had a great draft, game one.
I liked it.
Not every team has somebody that can play Maiev, and I think it got a ton of value that game. Setting up for KT, even Malthael. Or Johanna sets up Maiev and vice versa.
Yeah, I actually, honestly, really love the Malfurion pickup too, because on Braxis in particular, those chokes and the playing
Yeah.
around the vision on the point,
Mm-hmm.
the root's so good. It's just
Yeah.
so good.
Any extra CC. So like KT had that CC, follow up into the Malfurion roots. It really locked down the Diablo.
Yeah, just made sense. All right, looks like we're about to get started.
Any minute now.
Infernal Shrines. Think we'll see a lyric?
I do, I do. I think that's one of CM's most played heroes.
Oh yeah,
Um, I definitely think we'll see either Malthael or Blaze again. Potentially Rag if it doesn't get banned out.
Joe.
Joe is great on this point.
Yep. Feels like it's still just an abusively strong tank on so many maps with so many different kinds of drafts, and the right wing ban. Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I believe CM's second most played healer.
Makes sense, so it's targeting CM in particular. Falstad banned. The Ragnaros exists
Mm-hmm. For now.
for now. And no Malphil ban either, so we could see both.
Can't ban them all.
Kingle likes to play Malphil.
Maiev.
I have.
Interesting that they banned Maiev.
Yeah, because probably they don't have first pick, and um, they
Like
had it last game, so they just wanted it.
the
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
Interesting. I wouldn't imagine Rhaegar to be a really contested pick here.
I think Lightning Shield is pretty good depending on who you plan on having on the point. And I think Rhaegar would have been a decent pick last game too to support like the heavy engage with C Smash and Diablo and stuff.
Mhm.
Plus a cleanse. Deckard and Ragnaros. We do see the rag.
I love it. They just take it right away too. They're not trying to hide anything. They don't want it to potentially get banned.
I feel that if they did not take it now, it would have gotten banned.
Very possibly.
Stitches and Greymane. That's super interesting.
They're definitely playing with the hyper carries.
I feel that Stitches is kind of hard to get value with on the point, but you know, in between objectives, pretty good on this map. Lots of bushes and places where if you have the vision, it's really good for Stitches.
Think we might see something like a Diablo for TRSG? Compared to like complement the Deckard sleep maybe, or
Maybe like a May. I think blinds would be really good for Greymane.
a May. Okay.
Did you see the Sylvanas ban?
Yeah. And none of the scary mages that CM likes to play have been banned either yet, so Junkrat still on the board. They might take it, although it feels weird to take the Junkrats with the Rag.
Garrosh ban.
But it could be good. Yeah, the Garrosh ban is interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
This is a pretty good map for Garrosh. I think Maps that are good for Garage are also good for Stitches, for shorter rotations.
When you're playing, oh, huh, Task Kerrigan.
I wonder who's going to be the additional frontline for TRSG because Rag and Taz can be kind of squishy. I like
Hmm.
Kerrigan for the Shrine,
Hmm.
and I think there's not a lot of Kerrigan players, so she can be hard to deal with. Most people, most teams don't understand how to counter her.
Yeah, I mean, currently we're looking at Gorge. There's the Leoric.
The double
They don't have.
bruiser. Well, double tank, but Blaze is a bruiser, guys.
They really don't have a ton of CC on CM
Yeah, they've got the
and
big
the
Blaze
ETC.
stun and Tomb later on and Hook.
I'm.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I find TRSG's draft to be a little weird, but once again, we a little reliant on. I mean, it's two tanks. They're just playing double or triple frontline,
Hmm.
um, I guess. So I don't know if TRSG has any way to deal with their front line. They've got some burst, and if they can get onto the gray main, but that seems difficult. Um,
Hatsudar's got quite a bit of percent damage later on. Um, they are kind of squishy on TRSG though, so
mhm.
ETC has really good peeling tools. Um, so I'm excited to see the ETC's gameplay. Oop, that's not the right one. Alright, so for CM breaking meta, we've got Skycake on Greymane, Wipeout on Leoric. Oh! They would like to
Yeah,
remake because they forgot to swap characters. Okay,
understandable.
I'll do this. The next one, because I would have gotten it wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I was like, I could keep going, but then I wouldn't know who swapped or who would
Mhm.
want to swap.
Yeah. So I guess now we can just like hop into a quick match lobby where everybody just picks their hero.
We shall see.
Yeah, I think looking at these drafts, I guess just thinking about it since we already know what the drafts are. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I I think I like Clouded draft a lot more here, just because I have a hard time visualizing them dealing with the big front line with the lack of tank pressure they have. They just have Tass Kerrigan. I don't really know much about Tass or Kerrigan, so I guess I can't say a ton, but feels a little bit like team fights might be challenging, but they've got a lot of macro pressure with the rag, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the macro, the rotations.
This lobby's not moving.
So many people.
I guess we have to press ready as well. Oh, what's happening?
Technical difficulties. Stay tuned.
I press ready.
I think this looks. Wait, who are we missing? All right, Tiyoshi's got their drafts. Leoric, okay, looks good.
I wonder who was switching.
Yeah, I wonder. I wasn't um, paying too much attention to who was picking what.
Alright, let's try this again. Believe on Stitches for CM breaking meta. Oh, Wipeout is Greymane instead of Leoric this time. Skycake on Leoric, Dankstrom on Blaze, and Hoxanos on Rhaegar.
Nice. And for Team Rainbow Strike Go, we have Robear on Ragnaros, Kingle on Kerrigan, Panda on Green Army Soldier Deckard, Silver on ETC, and Salem on Tassadar.
I love seeing this damage ability or damage talent for Deckard.
Oh yeah?
I love it when
The
healers
quest.
take, yeah, damage dealing talents.
And Blaze picking up the Unstoppable quest. Stitches is getting globes.
These are glow gamers. Kerrigan's getting in there.
First combo misses.
Big Blaze Stone on the Kerrigan.
Yep.
Hook onto
Still
Rag.
real healthy.
ETC
Silver getting low though. Greymane diving in.
Body blocked by the Tass Wall.
Gets Blast Wave to safety. Kingle gets stunned, but that's also gets a huge combo.
Kerrigan getting that
God.
one last potion. ETC there for the peel.
Oh my goodness.
Blaze is kind of in there. 1v5 now. That turned real quick.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody died there.
Yeah, but it was all good for Clouded Minds because they had Leoric soaking top the whole time, so their rotations. Ooh, ETC slide. Nothing though. Yeah,
Rhaegar bites Tassadar. Able to get away.
Chomp. It is Colossal Totem though. Not W quest.
Aww.
Stun on the Kingle this time. I don't think he's getting out. Yep.
Blown up.
That's a first blood.
Yeah.
And Leoric also way ahead in the rotations because of how that opened.
Looking for the potential invade on that camp, but sees that CM decided to go for bot instead.
3v4 gonna be difficult. He does slide onto the points.
Hoxanos getting very low. ETC with the auto.
But
is there anybody to stand on it though?
Kingle is here. I think they might be able to get a kill.
Kerrigan with a combo on the
Stitches. Blaze goes down.
Interesting.
So a 2-for-1, and then the camp goes to kind of nobody.
Experience about even here, but Leoric is definitely out soaking right now.
That was such a insane slide by the ETC, but it works.
Kerrigan soloing the siege camp.
It's interesting. It's Q Quest Ragnaros.
Is Neil Peasants at 4 or 7?
Good question. I think it's 4. Yeah, I think he has decided to go for the slow instead of Neil Peasants.
That's cool. I mean, they do have triple frontline. Both bruisers being taken by both teams as well. About the same speed. Objective is up. I like the potion setup. Great job, Deckard.
Deckard spreading the creep. And I think CM's gonna get 7 just a little bit earlier, but I imagine both teams will be able to have level 7 by the time they fight, if they choose to contest. And you know, it's possible TRSG just decides they just want to macro out the first one. That's
both camps were clashing top, and Leoric decided to forego for that early 5v4. So now they've got this camp pushing top lane.
Yeah, and they really didn't get a lot of the objective yet. So if Ragnaros decides, so she doesn't, he's deciding to just keep pushing top.
I love this with Leoric. He's just in here.
Ooh, charge misses though, and the wall is nice, zoning out 2 members.
Almost a combo on Stitches.
Still getting a little low.
Greymane jumping on the Kerrigan. Oh my god, the ETC slide. That's what I was saying about ETC's peeling tools. Ooh,
hook misses. I mean, they get the Punisher.
Look at all the rubies. Aww.
Very likely the Punisher is only gonna get the wall, and they already got wall top, so.
But who will tank it? It's Tassadar. Run, Tassadar, run!
It's a frozen Punisher, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So gets
Ooh.
a wall and some change, looks like. And all things kind of even, I would
Yeah,
say.
looks like experience went over to the side of TRSG during
Yeah.
that.
Which of the 3 forts do you think is the most valuable and the least valuable? Oh,
Ooh, Kerrigan
scratch
getting
that.
caught in this bush.
Huge slide, though.
ETC with
Knuckle's
a
still
big
alive. Oh,
slide! Oh
potion misses.
no! It was... Oh no,
And
Tassadar in the back line
Salem's
dying
getting low as
too.
well, and no potions means he's
Oh,
dead.
dies to the hook!
To the hook.
Oh no!
Mini Ruby comes
That was
out.
quite a scattered fight. And a very good catch on the rotation by CM.
Yeah, and a little unlucky that they didn't get the Greymane counter kill. But I would say that's probably the first advantage because now Cloud Mines gets a camp, they're half a level up. So nice little win on blue side.
Looks like CM will get a pretty good push bot here with that camp.
Ragnaros
They've got the level 10
desperately,
advantage.
desperately wanting the lava wave so he can no longer have to worry about rotations.
Seeing Rag top, CM decides to go for the invade on this camp. Up 10,
What?
not anymore.
You think there's any chance of Smash? Well, I was going to say Sulfuria Smash. There isn't. Bloodlust comes out immediately.
Mosh
Silver,
onto the
ooh,
point. Entomb, but they're
just
disengaged by the black hole.
stun on Kerrigan. And huge
Combustion!
combustion.
To zone
Wow.
them out, Kerrigan goes
Tingle
down on
instead.
that point. ETC's
Ooh.
live, a Tassadar gets hooked in, walks the other way. There's a potion.
Yeah.
Uh,
I respect the pathing on the Tassadar to dodge the stun, but it was not.
the ruby.
That was also, I would say, just a little unfortunate.
It's like a heart shape.
I can see that they have the potential to actually make some pressure with the ETC and the Carrion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was unfortunate just because it was 5v4, and so that probably wasn't worth it in hindsight.
And did you expect that Stitches would take Bile, or Rigger would take Bloodlust?
I like to see Bloodlust. I think Bloodlust makes sense, and Bile just going like full frontline, because like if you're just gonna out sustain with your health bar and just be in there, I like Bile for that.
It does give them more sources of small damage,
Yeah.
which they kind of need.
Yeah,
With the
just being 1
pure
DPS.
Yeah. I think Cloud Mine's going to get level 13 here, though, for this shrine, so TRSG is in a bit of a pickle. They're rotating all to the other top with no Leoric, so 5v4 with no talent advantage yet. Immediately slides, yeah. Stitches, it's a cleanse, but nice wall.
Bile?
Not a ton of damage
Sparkly
though, and the
Bile?
Bile just makes so much space.
I love it.
Interesting.
It's so pretty. Oh, the
It
little...
is.
Oh my gosh, what are those called? Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Little spiky things? You bounce the ball and you have to pick up all the spiky things? It comes out when the
Jax.
ball... Yeah, that's what I thought, but that sounds so funny. Okay, big combustion.
And a Bloodlust.
Everybody's pressing R, mosh, but the black hole takes them out of the mosh! Entomb of the Kerrigan and Rag.
That black hole was unfortunate. Wow. I don't think I've ever
Mistakes
seen
were
anyone
made.
saved by a black hole, let alone an entire team.
That Entomb trapped the Rhaegar as well. I was surprised to see the Rhaegar make it out of that.
Yeah. That was. Oh, I'm sure that did not feel great if you're the ETC there. You land a really good mosh and then everybody drifts out because of the black hole.
Yeah. There was like 2 separate fights happening, so definitely miscommunication on like all sides.
Yeah, these fights are kind of weird.
ETC. Oh, the W! That was amazing!
Knocks the Blaze Charge out. And
Ooh, Kerrigan
Moltor.
gets hooked with that level 13 Stitches.
Yeah, good wall too. Tassadar is really good at these walls.
Hook onto Decker, and as
Ooh!
he was about to ult,
Interrupts the sleep.
the black hole does
He's
not
gonna get it
connect.
back in 4 seconds. I mean, overall, decent holds.
This Punisher is living.
Yeah. Wow!
Another
Catches
hook
the
at level
task.
13! Power Spike is insane!
And they're diving onto potentially the Greymane, it looks like.
We've got the Bloodlust.
It's really just big sleep.
Oh, the Mosh and the sleep on the Rhaegar. Rhaegar's dancing.
Oh, Leoric ghosting
Combustion
on
for the
everybody.
turn.
Yeah,
Kind of
they
blows
have
up
no
Kerrigan
damage.
and Deckard.
Huge, another stun. All of a sudden, these fights are just, they're all clouded mines. Insane. Silver's not getting out, Salem's not getting, oh, I say that, oh, and I was right, I guess.
Oh man. That is a 5-4-0. Full team wipe.
Yeah, that's
With
true.
value, bot cam. This definitely was an interesting draft in TRSG. When you're drafting Rag, you know, you don't always want to be team fighting.
Yeah, for sure. It's Q-Build Drag, which I actually don't know how that performs. I do not play Rag.
I believe that's like the most sustained, but I'm not a Rag player, so...
All I know is I don't see it very much. I normally see the Blast Wave builds, which isn't to say that it's bad. I wonder if that's like some tech where they can get some extra damage on the front line. Should be interesting. I mean, either way, though, it does seem like they're having a hard time. But that last fight, you know, it was 5v5, and I think they didn't have 16s, but they were still down in levels and map.
CM is just not letting TRSG have anything on this map. I bet Stitches will be looking for a hook here.
Yep.
Through this wall. Oh! Or on the wall.
But TRSG can still kind of play tower defense with the Rag and the Molten Core
Yeah.
and try to get to 20. Like, that's always possible.
Oh.
Just clear the camps as they're taken and just play slow.
Thanks, BJ and Code, for the raid.
Hey.
That's great. That's probably more viewers than I had. Okay.
Yep, and CM's taken the Bruiser camp. Going to take the other Bruiser camp. But it's probably just going to be slow until next Punisher. I don't think that TRSG really has any incentive to try to make anything happen.
They do have level 16s now. And that's kind of the idea of running with Rag, is to, yeah, take it slow, let the map resolve itself. But Stitches is trying to not let them take it slow.
Yeah, and I think that's what you got to do. You want to be trying to keep the pressure on, especially with the Stitches. Just keep looking for angles. Okay, they're gonna cap this Bruiser before Shrine, which makes sense. But I think yeah, Rag's gonna have a lava wave in 20 seconds. So
yeah, so we've got Giant Scorcher for that 9% max damage onto that front line, which is, I believe, why they took this build.
Ah, I see, I see. That's a missed charge.
Just walks away.
And even talents. Important to note. No talent advantage at all for this fight. So TRSG's gonna play in the pit.
They've got a pretty big lead here.
Play's getting a little chunked.
EQC
Slide.
Oh,
Silver.
the Mosh.
Ooh. And
Oh,
that just
the
gets
big
punished.
stun. Combustion
Entomb
into
on
the
everybody.
Entomb. Black hole.
Gauge a little whiffs. I like the sleep though.
The Auric bullying
People
this
alive.
last.
If they can get out, they can defend. Salem going back in for a Q, but I don't know if he wants to.
Drinks the potion.
Oh my
They
god!
do take the Leoric
They
down.
got the Leo.
Blaze very, very low. They only need 4 more of these. Kerrigan looking to dive further, though.
Kerrigan absolutely untouched, but now is... Ooh, so close. Would have gotten so many shields from that.
They did get that objective. Rag doing tons of self-healing, but gets blown up after the jet prop.
But that's TRSG's Punisher.
Yeah.
That is not Clouded Mind's Punisher.
Oh,
I don't think Salem's getting out. Wow.
That extra jet propulsion damage is doing so much.
Yeah, that Deckard sleep was huge in the disengage to turn that around, but then it just fell apart a little bit again at the end.
The matches are interesting. BJ asked in chat how the matches are. We've got some super interesting drafts. Like, I wasn't expecting to see Rag, Tess, and Kerrigan. Or triple frontline, but...
Last game we saw some Samuro and some Maiev and Malthael.
Yeah, yeah, super interesting. This is our div too, so it's lots of fun seeing how the people we're going to play against draft too.
And now Clouded Minds gets 20, so they can just play like they're the king of the world
I
for
think
like the
this
next
Buried Alive
3
could
months.
pretty much just win a fight
Ooh.
because he's been getting some really good entombs. Molten Core onto the
He
stitches.
gets the Molten Core and
into
the wall.
the root. Slide. Oh, pops the Unstoppable.
Getting some big stuns.
With level 20 gas bag. Rhaegar's
Oh,
in there with
getting
Bloodlust.
really low. Wow, the combustion
Buried
though, and
Alive
this
onto Tassadar.
insane. Salem lives.
This is a
Nice
fight
black
under
hole.
towers, though. Leoric dying
Yeah.
to the tower. Level wave going down mid.
Yep, all
That's
the nulls are
a
serving.
1-for-1.
I mean, that's so good for TRSG. Like, that's so good.
Yeah.
They just need any kill for the comeback XP. I thought they were gonna get more than that actually. Okay.
Looks like they want to finish off the rest of this fort.
Ragnaros has to clear bot. That fort not super important. They got a ton of molten core value on that defense too.
Mm-hmm. This div is pretty tight, so it is fun seeing all these teams play against each other.
Yeah, anybody can beat anybody in this div.
Yeah, and there's only 7 teams, so I believe the top 4 make it to playoffs, so pretty much every time we cast, we'll be seeing one of these teams in the playoffs.
And I think we're seeing everybody get the runbacks now. Like, I think
Yeah.
everybody's played against each other once already.
Yes,
at this point.
these 2 teams have definitely played against each other at least once. So.
Yeah. Do you remember who won the last time they played?
I believe it was TRSG.
Okay. So CM's looking to tie it up then.
Yeah.
Well, they're also just looking to tie up the series because TRSG's up 1-0. I don't know if Ragnaros has Molten Core yet. I don't think he does.
Hook on the Kerrigan.
Hook on a Kingle, and the stun immediately.
Giant blow up.
Wow. ETC
The
was
bloodlust combustion is insane. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
a huge sleep and mosh, but
dancing, but no damage follow-up. And Leoric's kind of walking on Salem. He might get a nice potion.
taking all these tower shots. Ooh,
Yeah, he
that
is.
last one. Ooh. Oh, but they do get this keep. And the objective is about to come up top lane.
Nice
Lava
wall.
wave for the defense. Big rubies. Oh, Molten Core for the chase? Oh, no stun.
Interesting. Don't know how to feel about that. This will mean that Clouded Mind is going to be able to get a big advantage in the shrine. I think they might just, they're just going to get the whole thing. And it's actually also unfortunate that this Punisher is walking straight to core.
Yeah,
So,
they got that keep so quickly.
Yeah, getting that keep is huge, but they'll be able to defend. It's totally defendable. Also, no Molten Core. No Molten Core, no Lava Wave, and no Mosh Pit, maybe. I mean, maybe it'll be up by then. 50 seconds, it'll be close.
ETC does have the Encore, so most likely we'll get one more mosh in this game.
Encore, what does that do?
It's, each enemy hero hit by face melt, or the amp, when it hits again, reduce your heroic ability cooldown by 5%.
Interesting.
Extra
Looks like
pressure top
TRSG is
lane.
going to try to just jump behind the Punisher here.
I don't hate it, but
I love
they're
it,
pretty far from each other.
Ooh, Silver is
Okay, baiting them in.
sniffed out. Yeah, this could be what they want.
Okay,
I think this is what they want, but
big totem slow.
immediately just burst down the
Okay.
Grey Mane. That's insane.
That's amazing. That's their
And Leoric's
DPS.
big
Buried
silence.
alive! Black hole
I don't
for
think
the
they have the
disengage.
damage.
Right,
Pretty big
because Grey Mane
combustion.
is down.
Robear's getting low. It's healed by
Tons of
pots and a
potions,
nice
double mosh.
pit.
I really like that call
Wow.
to fight behind, but the
Yeah.
Punisher is now on core.
Yeah, but I think this is not going to end. I mean, I think they've got plenty of damage.
I don't
to
think
deal
so
with it.
either.
It's going to get damage on the core at
Ooh,
least.
that
a little bit.
slide jump was awesome.
Nice Robert focusing the Kata. Yeah, so they're living.
Oh, and
how
it just
much
walks
damage
away from the core to hit the wave and the 4-person stun. Go, John Cena, go! Again! Okay. Okay, so 23%? That's math, right?
Mhm.
winnable. This is
Absolutely
winnable.
winnable. Yeah, that core is still very healthy. And Silver's not.
What?
Yeah.
The last hit?
The respect.
Yeah,
The respect.
respectable being down 2.
Yep. It's
From our point of view, we were like, "What? That's so silly." Their team was lagging behind, but without the vision, it's so
and
scary. Ooh, Hook barely missed.
thing is now with double lava wave. Ooh, this could be
Ooh,
a
the
5v4
wall
that
into
they
the Deckard root.
they
Carrying
don't want.
combo.
Oh
Bleep
my god.
just blows up. He wasn't able to
Scratch
pop
that.
gas bag.
He just needs to get to these potions.
Big forever potions is so busted. I love it.
You're right. A good note about the gas bag. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, if TXG can get some of these outside forts with the double lava wave, their map pressure is going to be
Bragg is one of the best
kind of
heroes
dumb.
to keep you in the game when the map looks like this.
Yeah, and that's one fort, and they might just keep it going. I mean, Stitch is dead for 22 more seconds. I think they can get at least mid fort if they want it. Looks like they're going for Bruiser. Yeah. You can tell that at least I think you can tell that Kingle is eyeing their backline and trying to get the team on the same page to just burst that Greymane down. Because it's true,
Yeah.
like if they can just sneakily sneak behind them and get the Greymane, like they're out of ways to fight. I mean,
Blaze is actually top dam now, so you love to see it.
That's that combustion value.
Yeah.
But he is top dam, but he can't. He doesn't have that kill pressure.
I don't know. The burst on Jet Propulsion at level 13 is kind of insane.
That's true. And he's got all of the Jet Propulsion talents. And both combustion talents.
I love that he can just walk
Kingle getting caught by the hook here.
Away. Oh no.
It's not Gorge Stitches.
Oh, the blink!
He uses the blink.
Amazing.
Alright, that's fair. Long cooldown, but it's worth it. 70 seconds. And they've got Bruiser. So yeah, next big fight here on Shrine. And TRSG could decide to give this because they've still got to keep in the.
They've got their team clearing top, so Leoric gets kind of left behind, but able to Wraith walk out.
Yeah, Deckard's setting up the pots though. Are these
I love it.
endless?
Yes,
yeah, bottomless.
yes they are.
So you get a position with bottomless flasks that can actually be abusively
It looks like
strong.
CM's actually just giving the first half of his objective to get the Bruiser, which is really great top lane pressure.
They're creeping in.
The Wraith walked in.
Just on Silver.
Probably looking for that buried alive. Buried alive.
Misses.
It does
nice
zone them out
sleep.
though. Into the
mosh.
Yes.
See a black hole
With
here.
a black
we do.
hole. Oh my god,
everybody.
huge black hole.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Blaze is still fighting.
Yep, but he's not long for this world, and that's Punisher too. What an amazing fight by TRSG.
This Deckard and the sleeps.
The sleep was insane.
Yeah, he's setting up these moshes.
Yeah, the sleep also immediately just interrupted the combustion too.
And it was out of vision,
Wait.
like out of, danger for the most part.
They
so cool.
win the game?
I want my game 3!
I think they win. This Punisher is healthy, and they've got 20 seconds on 3 of their players. What an insane comeback. Wow.
Okay, jump. Slide into the root.
Oh my
Leoric.
god. Almost gets out.
Oh my goodness.
That's core. Well played.
So insane.
That's it. Quick 2-0.
So that is a domination for TRSG.
Amazing. I definitely thought that CM had the game in the bag.
Seriously, they had every single fort up and a keep and top objective.
Yeah, but wow, the Tassadar damage, that's crazy. really pulling through. I mean, the Tassadar walls were unbelievably good. Like all of the walls were huge in the fights. Also used not even for picks necessarily, just for isolations.
Yeah.
Walling off 2 of the enemy team every time. Kingle doing pretty well in the Kerrigan too.
Yeah, I did like this Kerrigan play. It's always fun to see like melee assassins just kind of go big or go home. That's what you have to do to get value out of those characters.
Yeah. My god, the stats on Robert 327,000 siege damage, almost
Just rag
tripling,
things.
almost tripling Leoric's siege damage, and doubling Leoric's XP with 43,000. Yep,
Just rag things.
that's Ragnaros. That's a late game double lava wave Ragnaros. Wow, and not bad damage too, 63k. Must have been doing a lot to the front line with the Qs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the what is it, Giant Scorcher? Pretty decent talent into
Mhm.
that team.
Awesome. Well, I wanted a game 3 as well, but those
I
were 2 fun
know.
games.
Let's see. Let's hop into an NGS lobby. I will
All
pick
right,
which one. We'll do lobby 1.
getting an interview.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Robert,
Mm-hmm.
let's go.
Hopefully some more.
Hey,
What up?
congratulations.
My goodness, dude.
You picked the right hero.
I've never actually spoke with you. I always speak with Seven, so
Oh,
nice to meet you.
really?
Hey, yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, he always tears me up when he picks Vikings. I'm like, God damn it. This
You can't ban all the offlaners.
I know. We try. We really do. But he just
Everybody
has
tries
too
to
many
ban
of them,
all the
so.
offlaners against you guys too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
well,
no Ragnaros.
yeah, I'm surprised, dude. It's like, let's hit hard to win. You know, I am a silver level player, so, you know, I got to take what I can get.
I
Well,
mean,
I mean,
if yeah,
I'm
you
just
say
messing around.
that you had 3 times the siege damage and double the XP of
You know,
the
the
tops.
beauty of R twice
Uh,
makes my job really easy and lazy. So I'm down. We got the win. That's all that matters at the end. So super happy for sure.
did you go this talent build for that percent damage?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. It was
Nice.
like I usually don't. I kind of alternate between like E and W depending on what we're
Mhm.
playing against.
Mhm.
But yeah, they were like super heavy. Like everyone was like a front line. Like except
Yeah.
Greymane unless he just hung out in the back. But
Mhm.
it was all in for them for sure. And it was weird because they're missing like their mage player tonight, so they have like
Oh.
2 tank players, and like
Oh,
if you
I
look at their roster, they have
see.
like
oh.
a whole bunch of frontliner dudes. It was yeah, they were trying to make it work with what they had for sure.
Right, right. Yeah, because so their mage player, that's the guy who plays Probius and Junkrat,
Oh,
right?
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
One
we
I didn't
didn't.
Okay.
I
recognize.
think in game 1 we didn't pick it up until I think like partial, like near the end of the draft of the beginning.
That's why they
We're
had
like
Diablo Varian too. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it was interesting. It was interesting scouting them, but
Mhm.
super happy for the win.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
I
That's a
honestly
great
was
game.
expecting a game 3. No offense, but like
I
that
mean,
that second game was looking
it,
kind of rough.
that's also the beauty of Rag, right? It's like
Yeah.
never out until you're out. Like that way
Yeah.
keeps you in it,
Yeah.
keeps you on more
That was
lives.
like the best hero choice to be down.
It was
For
brilliant.
sure.
And you guys definitely played it really well. Played very slow, and you knew your win condition. And I think that I know we're talking about game 2 right away, but
Hmm.
right at the end, that Punisher that they got in top lane, you guys just decided, okay, we don't have a keep, so we just got to fight behind. And that flanking angle on the Greymane was just sick. What a great way to get yourselves back in the game.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, we got lucky. I mean, that's right, because the game was almost done. Yeah, they were up
Hmm.
20-18, and then I don't even think I had any cooldowns for anything. So I didn't
Right, you
remember
had
after like
popped
watching it
Molten
back. Yeah,
Core as they were walking away, so you couldn't
yeah.
use it with the Punisher.
Yeah,
Um,
and there was one wave that I completely like put in the wrong lane. I was like, God damn it, all the red stuff is in the top lane, not the middle one. It's like I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I need to hit this ultimate before I die. But no, it was huge for us. It was huge defense, and obviously we were able to bring it back. And I think it dropped to like 70-something%. I
Yeah,
think.
77.
Yeah, so we were able to kite it away, and we were just like, "Oh my gosh, can't believe we're still alive." Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was looking pretty grim right about then for sure.
Was that like a tank calling that flank behind the Punisher, or?
Yeah, who's calling that?
Um, well, I think it was Kingle. I think that called
Oh,
it,
okay.
and
I
then
was
we
gonna
kind
say
of
tank
just
or Kerrigan.
we
Those are
set
the
it
main
up like
engage.
we knew that our window of opportunity was to try to kill them
Mm-hmm.
before they got there, because
That makes
trying to,
sense.
but they got the camp, they got the boss, and then trying to deal with all that stuff, like, and I didn't have anything to like fend them off. We were kind of hosed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Like
our
fighting
only
under the
shot was,
Punisher is so rough.
yeah, just with that extra boss and then the extra damage that it does. So it was
It really
really
didn't
kind of
seem
our
like they were
last guardian.
expecting it.
Thank goodness. Well, and if you notice too, I remember there was a part in the setup where Silver was too far over, and then he tried to backtrack, and they saw him, and it was
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
it
Yeah,
was kind of,
yeah.
yeah, it was a broken play, and then like I think was it
Somebody
Greymane?
came
I
up
think Greymane.
bot. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think Greymane got out of position and was trying to work his way back, and he was like running through us, and we're just like, hit him, hit him.
Yeah. Wall
yeah,
him
he was
Yeah.
up.
near mid. We were actually wondering if the if Silver walking back into the forest was like a planned bait,
Yeah, we were like, oh, he's
right?
baiting them. He's
Oh,
baiting them.
oh, totally planned, completely 100%. Just delete everything I said before. No, and it was interesting too because like and I'm really proud of our team too for adjusting, because like early game, they were just diving in on Tass, right? Because he was essentially
Mm-hmm.
doing a majority of the damage. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Right.
at first they were doing against Kerrigan, and sometimes he would be out of position trying to like kill them, but everyone was kind of beefy, right? So I think Leo was like on like Tass all game, it seemed
Yeah, I
like.
did see that. That was so rough for him.
Yeah, it was. And then we didn't figure it out until like like the fourth or 15th fight that we lost. We're
Oh
like,
my goodness.
we probably need to adjust this a little bit if we're gonna win this game. So we adjusted, and it's hard a lot of times to adjust mid game when it's happening in the moment. So
Yeah.
super proud of everyone for sure.
You guys played great.
Mm-hmm.
I will say to note two things. First, obviously the walls were really good. Tass's walls were always like getting some kind of value, but more than that, the Deckard sleeps were consistently very good,
He
especially at
was
the last one at the end.
Panda's been trying to play Deckard for like 4 games now. Like
Like
he's
he
just
like he
keeps
hasn't been allowed to, or
no, we've been we kind of screw ourselves in strat or draft a lot of times. And we're just like, but I mean, I think if we go into like even a couple matches, like last match and the match before, like he wanted to pick other stuff. He's been wanting to play Deckard for a while, but he is always on point. Panda's amazing with like
Mhm.
every healer,
nice.
so like works out to our advantage. But if he doesn't hear this, I will definitely let him know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
Your sleeps are on point.
And
Yeah.
yes, they
yeah,
were. They set up the moshes, which was so cool. I kind
yep.
of want to talk about game one. When they picked Samro into Malthael, were
Yeah.
you weren't playing Malthael? Kingle was playing Malthael.
Yes.
Um, did you guys expect to win that? We kind of thought Malthael would be 4-man, but then we saw Samro off lane.
We weren't sure how the matchup was going to be, and to be honest, I'm not sure if they knew it either. Like,
Mm.
because remember, it wasn't like their normal
Yeah,
five.
yeah, that's
Right.
right.
So I think they were just trying to figure out what would work, and it was weird because I mean, I play Sam a little, but I don't play him a ton. Actually, Jotak, you might know. Maybe you can give some insight, and unless you do call as well, I don't know. I don't know your hero pool yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
But
true. No, I don't play Samro, and I don't
okay.
play Vikings.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah, with the Sam pick, like he didn't. Well, I don't know. I usually go the E because I'm like, at least I get a little bit of a heal. I can stay alive longer. But he went like the team fighter build, I think, and like the mirror image one. So
Yeah,
I wasn't sure. Like I don't know. I'm sure he had a plan. We weren't sure what it was, and we were also kind of debating if Varian was going to match up into Malthea, but
yeah.
I don't know what plays better. So
I assumed it was going to be the Varian during the draft, and then
that's
the
what I thought
last pick
too.
Samura really confused me. But I was wondering if, because I also thought that you guys were going to play 4-man Malthael, because I know, or at least
Mm,
I think I've seen you guys do that before.
do a
Um,
lot of things with Malthea.
was the plan always Malthael top from the beginning, or?
We thought about it. I mean, the fact that it was open, because we don't get the opportunity a lot, so every time it's open, we got to consider and like, okay, if we do pick it, what's their, how are they going to punish him? Because that happens
hmm
too, right? So
Yeah.
we tried to think about it, and it wasn't always the plan. from the beginning, but we just kind of opted into it. And then we're like, well, shoot, if we have all these people and these characters, then we need some kind of mage. So, I have a ton of mage experience. That's what I've played a lot of my
Oh, so I
seasons.
see.
Yeah, so I was just like, and we were debating between like, just the regular wave clear. I think Jane was
Yeah,
throwing
mages
around.
are always great on
Yeah,
Braxis for that wave clear, so.
yeah. So we just kind of opted into that once we kind of had the lay of what they were doing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had really
Questions?
tight drafts overall, which I I think the second draft was I was like, what's gonna happen? But Deckard Sleep and Mosh and Black Hole, they were all great.
And apparently, you didn't even necessarily need any follow up for the Maiev because there was the one fight Maiev goes in and cages and tethers everybody, and then the Banelings do all the damage.
Yeah, right. Yeah, whatever works. Well, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. We don't play it a lot, but he's really good on that hero. I mean, it's interesting. Like I've seen more Maiev play this season than this div. Like
Oh, I know. It's
they're
like
one of the
Yeah.
the
teams.
rising of Maiev.
Yeah, yeah, and it's pretty recent too. I think we played Spooky Ghost yesterday, and they've been playing it too, like the last like 2 or 3
Yeah.
matches. So I don't know. It's
It's
kind of
getting banned a lot as well, which is so
yeah,
cool.
our meta's changing a little down there.
Yeah.
We don't play Maiev though, so don't ban it.
Not yet, until you start figuring out how to freaking soul lane with them. You shit.
Solo lane Oriole, we don't do that.
Like how many soul lanes have I seen you on? Like I remember screaming with the junk soul lane, and I don't know
Oh,
if you're still
yeah.
doing that. You're doing like
I
everything.
still
now.
want to do that. I don't think my team
It's
wants
like
me.
your Phoenix. What the hell, dude? Your Phoenix soul lane. I was like, God damn it! I really have to lane against this. I'm not gonna win against this crap. Like what the hell?
Uh,
Yeah, that's a
Appreciate
lot
it.
of my pain. I'm hoping maybe my position will switch so I don't have to deal with your pain all the time. God
oh,
damn
my
it.
apologies.
No apologies, man. You're too good for school, man.
Oh, man.
Uh, any other
Um,
questions?
I am looking through my notes.
All right, or we can just sit here and talk about
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Life.
How long
Yeah,
have
no.
you been on TRSG?
Since the beginning, actually, it's kind of a funny story. We created our group in Heroes Lounge in the first season. So NGS I think was happening before, so I didn't even know what it was until later. And then we ended up moving over, and we were kind of doing both. Actually, Artemis too, where Jotak's from.
Mhm.
I don't. Am I saying your name right? Is it Jotak?
Yeah, Jotak.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know that they initially started over there too. So it was
Hmm.
funny because for a few seasons, it was like we were playing each other in the season, playing each other in the playoffs. It just seemed like we were playing each other like every single week. It seemed like
Oh yeah, they told me
Yeah.
you play a lot together.
Oh,
we do. Yeah,
they're still our favorite scrim partners.
yeah, for sure. For sure. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how to do okay against your Vikings, but your micro is crazy. Sorry, I'm just talking about your solo play the whole time.
Oh
This
man,
whole-
he's
this whole
a
interview
fan.
is just like
Sorry,
it's like
he.
forget about our win, but Jotak's solo play.
What a fan.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but yeah, we've been playing for a while since Heroes Lounge season 1, and then they actually made an NGS team just for presence because we were trying to branch out and just make more teams.
Hmm.
And then I think they did that for a season or two, and then we jumped on over there, and we were using NGS like as a practice
Mhm.
season and using Heroes Lounge as the main focus until it
Ah.
went away. So yeah, that's essentially how it happened.
I see.
Yeah,
I
and
think
actually, Kingle, we met. Well, actually, it's funny. Kingle and I met in actually kind of similar that Artemis met. Just random people placed together, and then I liked him. He was awesome, and then we didn't like a couple of the other guys, so I just scrapped that and took who I liked, and then we built around that.
nice.
Silver's my
beautiful
brother in
thing.
real life.
Oh really?
wow.
Nice.
Yeah, Panda's like a real life friend.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and then Salem we actually picked up because he was kind of in between teams, and but he
Mm.
started with our sister team. I think they were the Knights. I think is what they were called back then too. So it just ended up working out. We've just kind of playing together the last couple seasons, at least this score of 5.
That's a
Mhm.
lot though.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah,
Multiple seasons is a lot, so that means that
yeah.
you guys must have pretty good synergy.
I mean, you like to think. I mean, we make a lot of similar mistakes. So
Yeah.
we make a lot of communication mistakes. We all kind of go
Mhm.
through those phases, but I mean, I
Well,
think ideally synergy's okay. I don't maybe.
and if I'm not wrong, I mean, both your team and our team were starting in D West and then have now moved up slowly.
Yeah, it was I think we actually dropped. So there was a season that I tanked in C West and then we got to D West.
I see.
And I was like, I don't want to
I
tank
I
anymore.
feel
I was
that.
everything is too fast for me. I'm just like, this is, and they're like, go ahead, Todd. I was like, wait, I'm trying to set it up. And they're like, you're too slow. And they're jumping in before me. I was like, yeah, that season was miserable. So our punishment was to go to D West, and then I think we played Artemis there, and we kind of were slowly ranking up together. Now
I
we're
love
B
that. That's
US. Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
season we'll both be in A. It'll be great.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you guys will, but I don't know. We will. It's rough
This
down
div
here
is
for
so
sure.
tight. Like we could
It
see
is.
any of these teams move up or
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. I think CCS is the only one that's kind of in the playoffs for sure right now.
Yeah.
Well, I did have one final question that
Go for
I've
it.
found about game 2 because
Oh, go ahead.
I'm curious. I
Yeah.
want to know what the reaction was on the fight top lane Punisher, like middle of the game, when the black hole knocked everyone out of the mosh pit.
Oh, you know what? I'll have to watch that. I did not.
Yeah,
I
there were
don't
two
know.
fights going on. I think you were in
Is it
the
what?
Entomb with like Rhaegar and Kerrigan, and then top lane there was like a double or triple mosh
Oh,
pit even.
I think I kind of remember that. I think we just got split. I think that was kind of like the last time we got flanked quite as bad. I think was that kind of like top lane Punisher was charging in. Am I on the right?
A little
Uh,
before.
Right.
It was on the point, on the
yeah,
objective.
during
Oh,
objective.
okay. I don't know. I'll have to watch. I don't know what happened. I think it was probably just a miscommunication. I think what was happening at the beginning was Silver was calling engages, but we were getting like engaged at the same time in the
Oh, I
back.
see.
So
Yeah.
it was kind of like he would engage, but we didn't have any follow up because we were tied up.
Hmm.
So and they would just beat him
Literally
up.
and
It's
literally
like,
body blocked by each
yeah,
other in the Entomb.
essentially hanging out in the tomb. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to watch it back, but I'll get back to you on that. I'll send you a DM for both of you.
Sounds good.
And I'll probably be like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened here.
Look, there's a mosh. I press R.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah.
And to be fair, he landed the black hole on a lot of people.
He did. That's good. That's good. We just didn't have anyone else there. That's okay though. That's okay. So got the win. So got the win.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was crazy. I mean, of course, I always want game 3, but I think that's a really cool way to get a domination.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was
Hard fought.
pretty exciting till the very end for sure.
Well, I don't have any further questions, but you're welcome to make shout out.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you too for casting first and
Mhm.
foremost. Appreciate it. I'm gonna
Course.
enjoy watching this cast.
Yes.
Not only because we won, but also your commentary. I'm sure it was very insightful. And if it's not, I'm gonna come after you too. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, please give us
I'm just kidding.
pointers. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm totally messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure it's amazing. But yeah, thanks to you two for doing that. Props to CM breaking meta. I know they've had struggles this season. They still got a little bit of time, but they gotta definitely claw their way to get into the
Mhm.
fourth playoff spot.
Hmm.
But always tough competition, and this wasn't the regular 5.
Yeah,
So
that's very
yeah.
unfortunate.
that's how talented they are. So I feel like we kind of got lucky with our 2-0 tonight. Shout out to the team. We put in work every week, and my goodness, Silver is gonna have a baby soon. So
Oh my
congrats to him.
goodness!
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations!
So
Congratulations.
super pumped for him. I don't know what's gonna happen with our roster, but sometimes we have to give a little, right?
Yeah.
But
Pause the game.
I
Change
know.
diaper.
I know.
Okay, unpause the game.
We gotta get his change diaper change within 10 minutes, right?
Yes. That's cake. Are you kidding me?
I'll have him practice that.
You
Have his
do
baby
some
on his
drill
back,
runs.
sling him over or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it's like, but no, but Ken, good job tonight, team. Shout out to the TRSG org. We got a couple other teams, and they're doing actually pretty good too. I think one's in I think E West, and they're dominating there. They're just destroying
Nice.
people.
Oh,
And then
nice.
It's cool that you guys are in an
East,
organization.
yeah, it's fun. I've been trying to get Artemis to come over, but they're not having it yet. So. but yeah, shout out to also the team in B East as well. They're doing amazing. And just thanks to NGS for existing.
I
You
know,
two for
right?
representing them. So
Mhm.
excited to be playing this game, even though unquote unquote I did a game.
I
It's
know.
weird. Have you two? I don't know if you guys have been queuing Storm League. Well, outside of the Smurfs, the 5 sucks that you've probably been playing. Have you
Mhm.
noticed it just feels like there's more new blood? Does it feel that way to you?
I haven't been playing Storm League for a few
Okay.
weeks, unfortunately.
I don't know. I've been noticing it. I'm like, wow, because I
I
hang out
hope
in like
so
silver.
though.
Yeah, I hang out in silver rank, and I'm like, well, that's definitely a Smurf, and that's definitely a five stack.
Yeah,
And then but there's some players that I'm just like, I've
they
never
must
seen
be
this person
new.
before. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like they
It's
actually legitimately act like
yeah.
regular silver players. I was like, oh, that's what they're supposed to look like.
well, we got to remember, once people fall out of love with League of Legends, where are they going to go?
Yeah, no, they got to go somewhere. Well, I heard the MOBA genre in general is just kind of taking a tank, right? I
It
heard
feels like
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, like with League and Dota 2.
yeah,
I don't
Dota as
know.
well.
Interesting. Maybe they're just all playing on their phones now.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, have kids if you're listening to this, and make them play Heroes of the Storm. Buy them a PC, please.
We
So we
we
have
are
people to
loyal
play the next generation.
fans. We'll
Yeah,
coach them and
we
play
will.
with them. Yes.
We'll give them free coaching, just supply the computers, free game. Everyone
Yes.
have kids so we can have next generation of hero players.
Oh my goodness.
What a
Is that
That's
what
really
you're telling
selfish.
Silver to
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
Silver's baby is a Hots
No,
baby.
no, that was he's definitely gonna be a Hots baby. For sure. All right. Well, thank you to you again. Appreciate you.
Yeah, of
yeah. Take care.
course. Have a great
GG's.
night.
All right, thanks. See you.
Well, those were some fun conversations. I'm excited to play these teams. I know I just joined Div B West. I'm kind of scared, but I'll we'll hopefully cast a few more Div B West games. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and have a good night.